Hello there, so the latest PTS is live and this time it's slightly different because as they revealed in the latest ITV, we don't get told the changes immediately and everyone starts at level 1 and in their own words, we've made significant changes to the base game that you will notice when creating a brand new character and leaving the vault. So what are those changes and what else has snuck in? Let's find out. Also, let me know in the comments if you're jumping into the PTS and finding anything different yourself. Let's create a list down below. But straight off the bat, it's a pretty standard start in the vault until you get to the point where you would normally pick up your first bunch of perk cards, which triggers your first level up, and then you leave the vault. But instead, there are now a whole bunch of crates at the vault exit, and as soon as you leave, you get a new screen. And what is that screen? Well, it is a pick a special loadout screen. So you get two options, a battle ready dweller or a fresh dweller. So level 20 or level 1, you can choose what you want to start at. So for the battle ready dweller, which is apparently the best choice, you get to leave the vault at level 20 with a special loadout of your choice. They're prepared to jump into more difficult content that includes weapon, armor, and perk cards. Compared to the fresh dweller, which is level 1, it includes a weapon. Fresh dwellers leave the vault at level 1 with a basic weapon of your choice that require time training before taking on more difficult challenges. So of course we're going to be checking out that battle ready dweller, and we're presented with 5 options here: your commando automatic rifles, your slugger for your two-handed melee weapons, your gunslinger for your pistols, your shotgunner for your shotguns, and then a specialist one which focuses on VATS. So we got 5 different kind of builds there. Not every single build, of course, but they're giving you 5 choices to kick your character off with. And of course, each one of these comes with perk cards related to that choice. So for example, if we do choose something like Commando, then we get some perk cards, and a lot of them are the same for all the loadouts, but there are obvious differences. So for the Commando, you get the Traveling Pharmacy, which is a great card over in Strength, Ground Pounder, Concentrated Fire, and Commando in Perception. So there's your Commando option, basically. Rejuvenated over in Endurance, Charisma, you get Bodyguards, Intelligence, you get First Aid, Agility, you get Evasive and Through Hiker, and Luck, you get Serendipity and Scrounger. So a couple of cards there that are like, yeah, not great. Rejuvenated's not great. Bodyguard's not great. Evasive, anyone really use Evasive? And then a Luck. Surprised they actually give you Serendipity. They're pushing bloody builds from the get-go. I actually approve that message. So yeah, Serendipity is a great choice there. And then Scrounger for more ammo. Through Hiker for that weight reduction along with Traveling Pharmacy. So there's a lot of cards here that actually make sense and would help a new character straight out of the gate. Bodyguards, yeah, they're pushing the team there, but probably would prefer seeing something like Inspirational there instead. First Aid is not bad, and then Evasive, yeah, there's better things there. So, you know, you could go for action and go a little boy, or even some adrenaline, but overall, not a bad setup to start off with. Other choices are similar for your Slugger. Of course, you still see that Rejuvenated, the Bodyguards, the First Aid, Serendipity, but then you also get other random stuff. So you get Can Do here instead. You get Ninja for Sneaking. Don't know why they really paired Ninja with Slugger. It's a bit odd of a choice there. Martial Artist, of course, makes sense, and then the Slugger does make sense for a two-handed melee. But Ninja, yeah, again, Agility is a bit of an oddball there. 1 rank in Picklock as well, so for some lock picking, and then of course the Bodyguards also makes a reappearance. So yeah, this one a bit more haphazard, I would call it, compared to the Commando one. I think I'd prefer if they just did a overall melee choice category instead of, you know, locking it into just a Slugger choice. So instead of Slugger, I'd probably go for like Incisor. So then it doesn't matter whether you're going unarmed, one-handed or two-handed melee. It would make more sense, and you get that armor penetration, so you're free to choose whatever melee weapon you want, and then a lot of those would work a little bit better with Ninja as well. Gunslinger, pretty much identical to Commando, except you get Crackshot over in Perception instead, and then you get Gunslinger and Modern Renegade and Packing Light in Agility, so it gets rid of the Evasive there, and ones that are more useful to a Gunslinger build. Shotgunner, we do go back to the Evasive and Through Hiker, but then you also get Skeet Shooter over in Perception, Scattershot, and Shotgunner in Strength. So Shotgunner overall is also a pretty decent setup to start off with. And then the Specialist VATS one, we get what would be arguably chucking you into a very gunslinger option, because you do get a gunslinger choice there. You do get Crackshot, which works with pistols, but then you do get Psychopath over in luck. Action Boy is really nice in agility. I would love to see that for the other categories instead of evasive for your AP refresh. But besides that, you get awareness, which is kind of odd and useless for the most part. So not the best, but this one does come with Action Boy, so for that AP refresh, it is quite a nice choice. But yeah, awareness is kind of useless, and then it's pretty much throwing you into a pistol build with that gunslinger and crack shot. So I think this one and the slugger one could use a little bit of work compared to the others, but let me know what you think of them down below. And then taking a quick look at the fresh dweller option, you get Pistolier, so your pistol choice, a pinch hitter for your two-handed melee again. You get a one-handed melee option here, and you get a rifleman option here, which of course you don't get in the level 20 options, and you get two pistol options actually. So again, I guess that's just different weapons that you would be able to choose. But yeah, that is the big significant change to the base game from when you immediately leave the vault. I think it's a good change. I think particularly for your higher level players who are wanting an extra character or another mule, it does make a lot of sense. It's just quicker to get out of the gate. You actually have some perk cards that are useful. For a brand new player, I think the fresh dweller option is still probably going to be the go-to choice, just because if they've never played any of the Fallout games or 76 and they don't really know what any of those builds would be, it might sound cool, but I don't know, it could cause more confusion than actually helping them out. But it's still a cool choice to have there for new players coming in. But let me know what you think of that big change. Of course, haven't really jumped too much further in, so don't know if there's any other big significant changes, but that is the big one straight off the bat. But if you have and you're already gone to level 50, then let me know what else is different in the comments. I'll be trying that out over the course of the weekend. But hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, then do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, stick around for more Fallout content. But for now, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.